Being a Playboy taught me 5 insanely valuable lessons about getting girls, starting with something that totally shocked me when I first learned it. About 2 years ago, I was out in Sweden for the summer partying, and I kept seeing these 2 girls out. They're a little bit older than me. I was 21 at the time. They were like 28, 27, and every time I would see them, there would be sexual tension that would build, and eventually I got with one of the friends. And then when I got with her, she knew I was talking to the other friend, and she told me that I should get with her. And I was surprised, and I was like, wait, are you messing with me here? And she was like, no, I'm serious, I'll put in a good word for you. And she did, because the friend texted me the following day or two. We ended up hanging out at her place, having a good time. And one thing I heard from both of these girls is that when they get together as a friend group, all they talk about is sex, the guys they like, and I was blown away. The funny thing here, and the lesson is that girls are actually just as horny as guys, and they want to have fun even more than you probably do. So now, if you want to be the guy that girls actually want to have this fun with, you need to understand this. See, when I was in high school, I didn't get with any girls at all. I couldn't even fathom the idea that there were guys sleeping with girls. I was like, that's impossible. That was literally my thought process. I also looked like a clown though. I was super skinny. I wore neon colored athletic clothes that were too big and they didn't look right on me. I was really introverted, didn't talk to any girls at all. I had like 2 friends, and I wondered why I didn't get with girls and had this thought process. But now I changed a little bit up. So I've worked on myself in many different ways, really a ton over the last 3 years, focusing on self-development through my mind and body, getting into the best shape possible, improving my style. Everything that you can think of within the realm of self-development, I have done to increase my attractiveness as a male and open the pool of opportunities with girls to as many as possible. So that's really what I've been focusing on, and this changed everything. Now I can attract girls with ease because I focused on developing all the things and skills that they find attractive in the first place. So the thing here and the lesson is, you need to be working on yourself as a man. You need to become an attractive man if you want to be the guy that these girls want to have fun with. It is that simple. The best game that you can run is really self-development and improving yourself over the long run. There's going to be no substitute for this as a man. You can't just magically get girls by saying a certain thing or anything like that. It really comes down to the hard work that you have to put in day out, being disciplined to improve yourself consistently. This is the unsexy advice that's going to get you more girls than you could ever imagine. And if you want my attractive guide, I'm going to teach you exactly how to become an attractive man the exact way that I did, building your character so that you can stop getting ignored by girls and actually be the one that they want to have this fun with. And I'm linking that as the first link in the description. It's completely free, so you can grab that there. So now, even if you're working on yourself as a man and you're improving your appearance, your looks, everything's getting better, you're still going to struggle to get girls without this. See, when I was 18, 19, I was getting a little bit better with my appearance. I had built a very attractive physique. I was super lean with abs. Eventually, I put on a little bit more muscle, slightly less than I have now, but I still struggled with girls massively because I lacked this one thing. See, this past summer, I was in Sweden, and when I left the bathroom, I saw a girl standing at a table by herself, and I found her attractive. So immediately, I walked up to her, introduced myself, and we started having a conversation. And one of the things she told me later on when she was back at my hotel was that she was so grateful the way that I approached her, how I was respectful, but also just so bold, so assertive, going after what I wanted. And she said that most other guys have never approached her in this way, and that she just really felt that attraction. So what you really need to develop here is courage and confidence. If you have courage and confidence on top of being an attractive man, you will get so many girls it's not even funny. Courage is going to be developed by doing the thing that scares you time and time again until it no longer scares you. So if you're scared to go and talk to girls, the only thing you should be doing is talking to girls until you get rid of this fear. There's no way around building courage besides doing the hard work. Once again, this is a common theme that you're going to encounter here, is that you're kind of just got to do the hard work no matter what. And if you're not willing to do it, then this is why you're not having success. So that's going to ultimately lead to you building your confidence, and the two go hand in hand. But it all starts with courage before you have the confidence. And once you have the courage to confidently approach girls, this next lesson will completely change your life. See, about 3 years ago, when I first started to become a Playboy, I learned this and I was so surprised because I went to Sweden after self-developing myself for only about 3 or 4 months, really getting to the best mental health, physical health of my life. And then I went out there and I slept with 7 girls in 5 weeks, and I was absolutely astonished at how easy it really was. See, when I was out there, all I really did was I went up to girls confidently, introduced myself. If they were open and receptive, we would have a great conversation. And then at the end of it, I would just ask them to come home with me, or if it was at the end of the night, whatever the situation was. And more times than not, these girls complied and they would come home and we would have a great time. And I had this wild experience for the first time in my life. And it was just one of these like peak experiences that completely altered my mindset. And I realized that girls aren't that hard to sleep with if they like you. So if you just position yourself in a way to make girls like you through becoming an attractive man, being confident and courageous, learning how to be a great conversationalist, a lot of the things that are going to be in that guide I gave you in the first link in the description, this is going to teach you exactly what you need to do in order to become this man. So girls are really easy to sleep with if they like you, and the priority for you should be figuring out how do you get more girls to like you through improving your looks, your physique, your mental abilities with your communication, anything like that is going to really, really help you out. And lastly, there's one thing you need to do to be irresistible to women after the initial interaction. See, before I learned this, I started dating a girl at 19 who I found incredibly attractive. And the only reason that I got her was because for the first time in my life, I demonstrated courage, went to a club by myself, and she really liked me. She was pursuing me just as much as I was pursuing her. She really liked me, and that's why we got into this relationship. But behind the scenes, I was this nervous, anxious wreck. And I quickly started portraying all my insecurities onto her, and she very quickly lost attraction for me, started to not respect me as a man. And as you can imagine, this relationship ended very quickly, and I got heartbroken and was devastated in the worst possible ways. And this is all what started my self-improvement journey, so I'm grateful for it. But this is what you need to do if you want to avoid that. You need to become a competent man in all realms. See, your competence will equal your confidence. And this is what's going to allow you to continue to build that attraction and stay attractive to girls throughout the relationship. If you just put on this front, it's all right maybe for getting girls in the first place while you're building your skills. But if you really want to maintain girls over the long run, you can't fake it. It's going to be almost impossible for you to fake like it was for me. Your insecurities are just going to leak through. You really have to become the man if you want to keep girls over the long run. And that is going to be done through leveling up all the different skills and increasing your competence in many different realms. And this is just going to make you an irresistibly attractive man. And boys, if you're tired of being ignored by girls, then go ahead and grab my Attractive Man Guide, where I'm going to teach you how to become the high value man that girls find absolutely irresistible. You can get that by clicking the first link in the description.